welcome back to AMTV News. I'm your anchor, Topher Morrison. It's Monday, October 22nd, 2012. First up, Obama and Romney versus the world. Romney clearly won the first debate and reaped its rewards. Obama held on in the second, but never managed to land the clear uppercuts Romney laid in the first. Tonight is the final debate before Americans go to the polls on November 6th, 2 weeks from today. Expect another very close debate because, by all objective accounts, the two are indistinguishable on foreign policy. At least they would be to the American public at large had a third party been able to participate in the debates. Worried about U.S. elections? Well, the UN's here to secure them. The Organization for Security Cooperation in Europe, OSCE, a United Nations partner in democratization and human rights projects, will deploy 44 observers to the United States to observe elections when and where they are invited and or when state election law allows. What is at issue? The difference, or more aptly put, the reconciliation between voter fraud, outlined under complaints by conservative-leaning groups like Truth the Vote, and voter suppression of minorities and elderly, concerns voiced by the NAACP and the ACLU. The observers will be monitoring, quote, legal systems, election administrations, the campaigns, campaign financing, and new voting technologies. Both interest groups have seen some recent success and failure nationwide. Ultimately, it's a question of quantity or quality when it comes to voting in this country. Perhaps both will get their wish. Let's hope so. And we turn our eyes to Afghanistan. Congratulations, China is the first to tap Afghan oil. Remember when they found $3 trillion worth of mineral deposits throughout Afghanistan? And remember all the while when U.S. troops were trying to win the hearts and minds of the Afghanis, the Chinese won their oars and minds by securing the largest copper deposit in the country. They aren't the only ones winning lucrative natural resource contracts. India scored a 1.8 billion ton iron ore project just as China's National Petroleum Corporation signed the first oil and gas project for 25 years. While the U.S. mulls over whether to extend the military operations through to 2025, China will extract 1.5 million barrels of oil annually, immediately create thousands of jobs, ultimately install a domestic oil refinery in 2 to 3 years, and meanwhile, CNPC will secure for the Afghan government 15% of royalties on oil, 20% corporate tax, and give 50 to 70% of its profit from the project to the government. In wholly unrelated news, a new fashion trend has risen in Kabul. In sports-ish news, come clean Lance? Sports and its scapegoats. Jeff Lotman, CEO of Global Icons, writing for CNBC, seems to think that Lance Armstrong has a clear road to redemption paved through contrition and activism. While it's a difficult hill to climb, I'm sure cycling god Armstrong can accomplish it. But is this the way to go for Lance? Future legal liabilities and mea culpas aside, isn't it clear by now that all professional sports are riddled with similar corruption? From baseball to cycling, there is commitment to winning rather than playing by the rules. Hell, from high finance to sports, it seems we are injecting performance-enhancing drugs. If such injections can purportedly save an economy, might they be able to accomplish other fanciful feats without serious consequences? Surviving cancer, for instance? Winning 7 Tour de France's? Or perhaps endless economic growth? Ben Bernanke has been given a lot of latitude. Why not sports? Next, Lebanon launches security operations. The war in Syria has evidently spilled into neighboring Lebanon, reigniting old sectarian grudges mirrored in Damascus, Sunni versus Shia, and shattering the delicate political balance. Anti-Assad elements in Lebanon are literally up in arms over the killing of Lebanese intelligence official Brigadier General Wissam al-Hassan in a Beirut car bomb on Friday. While no clear culprit has been fingered, the suspects abound as Hassan was responsible for not only exposing Hezbollah, aligned with the Syrian government, but of an Israeli spy network and Lebanese officials, proof positive the foreign fingers in Lebanon aren't just Assad's. Capturing every corner of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. Find our in-depth commentary and analysis of stories like these at greenwave.com, part of the AMTV network. This is AMTV, the voice of independence.